Joining us on the beach today is Jadakiss.
All right, Jada's got a new album coming out, Top 5 Dead or Alive. That's February in 2015 on Def Jam. The Lox, his group, remember them? They got a mixtape coming out on Halloween called Trinity Second Serving, and he just opened a juice bar in Yonkers.
Let's talk to Jada. Jadakiss, it's got to hurt to put that thing on your head. It's got to hurt to have that hat on your head after all the years of shame that organization has brought you in so many ways.
Not at all.
Are you one of the guys who has partied too much with J.R. Smith? Are you personally responsible for J.R. Smith having some of those 2 for 15 games because he was out with you?
Not at all. I actually did party with him a few times, but that's when he was in Denver. When he got to New York, I fell back, you know what I mean, for the sake of the team.
So you kicking with JR when he was messing up the Nuggets?
Yeah, I was hanging with JR a lot in Denver.
So Knicks are off the party list. You stay away from them so that you can keep the team sober, healthy, good.
Yeah, I mean, during the season, I try not to do too much partying with the players, so I don't get caught up in they don't charge it to Jadakiss.
What about opposing players? Do you actively try to get opposing players to get out, to go out with you so that you can affect the next game in New York?
Definitely. When I hear some of the other teams are in town, I look for them, try to bring them out, make them have a bad game.
Do you remember a particular point where you said to yourself, I've made it. This is me achieving the dream?
The point when I said that I made it and I achieved the dream is when Biggie, actually meeting the notorious B.I.G. and him telling me and my group, you guys have what it takes to make it in this industry. That was the battery in my back that I needed, that was the motivational speech or whatever that got me still going to this day.
We got a little bit of an HQ investigation going around here where we asked John Starks about Biggie's I Got a Story to Tell. He said he was not the Knick player involved, but he said it's a true story. You're friends with Biggie. Clarify the thing for us. Let's go. Tell us what's going on here because we want to know who's the player. Let's go.
I still don't know who that player is. Big wouldn't tell me. I've been doing my own investigation. I can't find. I don't know.
What you come up with in
So
your
hard.
investigation? What have you come up with?
Who are your suspects?
He was saying 6'5", trying to figure out what Nick was about 6'5" back then.
Wait a minute, that doesn't sound like an investigation at all. You haven't done any investigating on this. All you got is 6'5".
No, but I mean, yeah. He threw you off, though, because he also said rained out. A basketball game can't get rained out. So, Big was trying to mess with you a little bit on there, too.
Do you believe John Starks when he says it was not him?
I don't know. It might have been. You got a chance. It could have been Starks, baby.
Okay. All right. But who's most likely? Do you think it's Anthony Mason? Who's your greatest nominee?
Out of my candidates, it would have to be out of Mason, Larry Johnson, maybe Derek Harper. Could have been any of that team. Those guys those were the crazy Knicks back then.
Jada, your investigation sounds like it stinks. Like, not that ours is very good either, but your investigation sounds like it's just you sitting
That's
around
not what I do,
6'5".
baby. That ain't my thing.
How long has your voice sounded like that? Like, I'm trying to imagine a 6-year-old Jadakiss walking around like school.
I've been raspy my whole life.
Yeah.
My whole life I've been raspy. My dad is raspy, and my granddad was raspy. So this is like an inheritance.
Can you tell us your favorite or your best DMX story? You have to have like a story that tops everyone else's DMX story.
I got so many X stories, but I'll just give you a generic one that probably anybody you ask this story will give you something similar to this. If you ever get in a car with X, try to bring your own seatbelt besides the ones that they put in the vehicle already. because he's going to step on the gas like never before. Scare you half to death.
Ja Rule tells this great story about him being in a car with DMX. They get pulled over, and he realizes at that moment they're in a car that doesn't even belong to DMX, that they just get out and leave the car in the street. Like, yeah, you think that's funny? All right, let's try it from another angle. What's the most scared you've personally been while with DMX?
He always used to have his dog with him, Boomer. One time he asked me to ride somewhere with him. I'm in the car with Boomer. When he's there, it's cool, but he got out for something, to go get a cigarette or whatever it was. And I'm just in the back seat with Boomer. He's growling, he's drooling on me. I'm begging for X to come back. He's taking forever to come back. I slip I'm trying to get out of the car, Boomer won't let me though. And right when I thought he was gonna bite me, X came back and saved me. You good, dog? Nothing's wrong with you, dog. You all right, dog? Boomer's our family, dog. Don't worry about nothing, dog.
You know dogs can smell fear, right?
Remind us what kind of dog that was.
Yeah, you know what kind of dog
A
it was.
pit bull.
Of course.
Just making sure.
Of course.
Pit bull. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
Jadakiss, my father has come into fame recently. He's got a question for you, a very important question. Go ahead, Poppy.
Hey, Jada, how do I get all these groupies off my back?
I don't know, Poppy. You gotta stay in your hotel room, man. Watch ESPN. Don't answer the phone.
Well, you gotta do better than
That
that.
is. That's terrible advice.
Stay out of the lobby. I don't know what to tell you, Poppy. They're gonna be on you forever. Hard to shake them. They love your accent.
See you later, sir. Thanks for being on with us.
Gracias, Jada.
All right, thanks for having me.